I really want to say welcome to the new YouTube, but I mean, if you've been on watching YouTube for a long time and you watch a lot of independent content creators as opposed to corporate content creators, and you've seen messages like this before, usually in the realm of politics, but now it's hitting us here in the nutrition and diet side of things. And that's our lovely and totally free and fair hosts have changed the terms of service for this place. And one of the changes they've made is that you cannot now contradict the guidance in any way, shape, or form of, we'll just put their organization here over my shoulder, their logo, because I have an idea of how things work here, and we're going to try to get this under their radar. And you may have seen this commentary on this a couple days ago from Dr. Berg. He's talks about, diet nutrition intervention as a way to address most ailments in the modern world, which is what attracts people to the carnivore diet and to ketogenic diets and other things. And he is a big advocate of it. It's enormously popular. He has millions of subscribers. He easily gets millions of views. And this terms of service change, he, in his estimation, and I tend to think this is accurate, is going to just annihilate our communities here, our interwoven communities. It's probably going to destroy it. And the reason I say that is, well, as he points out, Dr. Berg points out in his own video, which I highly recommend you watch. If you go now to your front page of Google, and you try this after watching this video, just do a search for like a ketogenic diet. See what happens. Pay attention to what the first several sources are. I did this yesterday just to see. I was surprised to see that I got within a few, still got a Dr. Barry video as a response. But most of them were all trusted sources that came out against it, including videos with far fewer views than, say, Dr. Barry's videos on this, or Steak and Butter Gal's videos on this, or any of the, the bigger name people in our community, or Thomas DeLauer in the more ketogenic space, or any of the really larger names in this. These were all institutional videos against the diet. Welcome to the new YouTube, folks. They didn't say they wouldn't allow the videos on the platform, but they say they're just not going to recommend them to people. It's essentially a form of just, hiding people away in the shadows, if you will, right? We're not to be seen. And so I want to remind you of a few ways to find the people you watch on YouTube. Most people stick to their front page and just watch the recommendations. But if you look to the left-hand side of your screen, when you go to your YouTube front page, you're going to see a little tab called subscriptions. And if you click there, you'll see the videos that are available from the people you subscribe to. Try it sometime. See how many channels you have subscribed to and you just don't watch anymore, mostly because they're not recommended. You will be surprised what you see when you look at that tab. And that's how you're going to have to find probably most of your health and nutrition people. I actually recommend going there first and foremost as a matter of course, instead of using just the front page options, especially now in an era where YouTube is promoting YouTube Shorts just endlessly. But what can people do? Now, I know that Dr. Berg has a Rumble channel. I haven't made a Rumble channel for Practical Carnivore yet. I'm thinking about it and then just having every video I make here automatically upload there. I'm curious what you think we should do about this, because there's nothing you can do institutionally. And I know some people say, well, just elect the right politicians and they'll take care of it. Well, they didn't when they had the last opportunity to, and I have no confidence that they will do it again, or that they will do anything different this time. Should we just continue on the way we are and just wait to see what happens? My expectation of this is, quite frankly, that because as I cover here, mostly when it comes to like the food issues we talk about, I talk about their push for ultra-processed foods while at the same time contradicting themselves when they tell people not to eat ultra-processed foods. I initially had a story to talk about today about ultra-processed foods, and I'll just do that Monday. But I had that video, like I was getting ready to make that video this morning when I saw all that. So what are you to do? What should we do? I will tell you right now, the alternate platforms have less than 1% of the people there watching these kind of videos than they are on this platform. That's why I think the community is going to get torpedoed. Now, this community has a big presence on Facebook and to a lesser degree Twitter, and I think mainly on Instagram, but you're going to notice something here. They're all going to institute the same policies themselves. You're probably going to see a lot of communities gone on Facebook because they do that, or you're probably going to see them suppressed, like their posts not getting the reach they used to, and you're not going, and like you'll have to like go through the actual your groups tab on Facebook to even find them anymore. Because when one platform does something, usually the others follow suit in some similar way. And again, they're saying they're all following the guidance of this institution all over my shoulder. I don't remember ever, people giving them the authority to do things like that. And quite frankly, our totally free and totally fair hosts are in violation of federal laws when they do things like that. But again, they're not being enforced. Hence why I don't have any faith in a elected official doing anything about this stuff. They're just not going to. So what do you recommend people do? Just hit your subscriptions tab and hope that you keep finding videos? I want to see what Dr. Baker has to say about this. I don't think he's responded yet, but if he has, let me know in the comments, which I'll go watch his video. It's right up his alley to talk about this stuff. I want to see if Dr. Barry will talk about this, because Dr. Berg is like one of the biggest voices in what we would call the proper human diet space. Even if he doesn't align with all of us perfectly, he's still basically on the same team. And he is rightly concerned about this. And I think he said he saw already it affect his traffic. Although, when you go look at the videos, the amount of views he's gotten so far, it doesn't look like it from an outsider, but there are the ways that you and I can't tell as viewers what happens when a channel is negatively affected, deep into like the creator side of things and the analytics that we can look at that y'all don't have. But I'm curious, do you expect this to just be the end, at least on this platform? For a while, and I think you can still find it, Practical Carnivore had a presence on Spotify and things, but I stopped uploading there because there were like 3 people after a year. The audio only side, for whatever reason, doesn't work too well for this kind of content. I don't know why that is, but I want to hear people brainstorm where to go, because we can't just complain about it. We got to do something to keep the conversation going, because we were talking about measurable outcomes. Dr. Berg says he's helped over 7,600 people get control of their lives with nutrition. Dr. Barry's probably got something similar. Dr. Baker's probably had something similar. We need to be able to keep this work going, even if we can't use the biggest platform on the planet anymore for it, at least not safely. So let me know in the comments what you think we should do, because this is something very real, and we should all take it very seriously. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people, especially if you are plugged into political discourse on this platform, we all kind of knew this place was probably not going to be friendly to everybody forever. But let me know in the comments what you think people should do, and hit like and subscribe while it still matters, and share this on social media, in your social media groups, to get the word out that the system is becoming more overtly hostile to the proper human diet. Anyway, I'm Anthony Stine, Practical Carnivore. Thanks for tuning in.